等一陣先，未準備好啊，唔好意思啊。咁樣得啦。咁開始啦。呢張呢，冇人揀過，做創意 藝術文化、旅行、餐飲、靴子。
Misha, pick up the phone.
Ah, and there was me having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Same.
I've made myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment, but it's fine. I've paid it now, and it's settled anyway.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too. Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, 0.
But don't like apps like help out new users with
Misha,
like likes and
you're not
you
helping.
know, they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have 0 even with whatever you just said. There's still 0. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got like 80 likes. But like once you filter out like the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No! Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and like, do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less? It'd be great if you just stopped speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. Like you can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like everything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story. Oh, he's browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentlemen by your first allotted table numbers, and good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Sorry, just fixing my eyeliner. I'm Azalea.
I'm Ryan.
You don't look like a Ryan.
No. Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
原來不錯啦。
Looks good. Are you happy with the batch?
Very. tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade, and the goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, the accessories, I make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown, and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
What brings you speed dating, Azalea?
I'm self-employed in a company of one, so the only man I see day to day is my gecko, Anton.
Big up Anton.
I don't like the apps. People are very judgy on there.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. Been judged my whole life, so where I can actively remove myself from that environment, I do.
Do I look like a Rhine yet?
Not quite.
All right then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You have the energy of an air sign. You seem quite logical and proactive.
How so? Like, we've only just met.
It takes proactivity to come to a speed dating event.
Well, what if I told you I was dragged here by my best mate, Misha?
I'd say you're using logic to undermine my instinct.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes. I know, it's going very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. My main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me. And then based on when and where I was born, my rising sign is a Sagittarius and my moon sign is a Libra.
What's the difference between those three?
Your main star sign is your sun sign. Represents sort of your desires in life, and your rising sign is how you present to others, and moon sign's what you're like deep down.
Okay. I don't really know about the other two. So.
Work them out for you, we haven't got much time.
So then, what makes your sun sign so Scorpio?
We aspire to be brave, loyal, honest.
Negatives?
Jealous and secretive, that doesn't really apply here. Do you relate to them as animals as well, I guess?
Aren't they really aggressive?
Only when threatened.
Don't they eat each other though?
Yeah. I forgot to mention that.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So, I was wondering...
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just...
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
Fine, fire away.
So, Azalea, I have noticed you have a couple of tattoos.
I do. Want to know about any of them? Choose wisely. Some stories are better than others.
Don't let me gossip.
The pentagram, is that a satanic symbol?
I mean,
Okay.
I've dabbled in Satanism, but its wider interpretation is quite genteel. It's about shunning the rigid restrictions of society.
Mm-hmm. And it's not about sacrificing babies.
You're safe. And the tattoo. I just, like the shape. It's all about those clean lines and sharp edges.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
That was the, kind of interaction I was hoping for from this. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. What is your handle? I'd love to check some of your stuff out.
At Azalea Shadows. A-Z-A-L-E-A Shadows.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hiya. You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm Ryan.
Tony, nice to meet ya. Sorry, I've got a match tomorrow, so I've got to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job, actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12, don't drink, non-alcoholic, and don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl?
No. What is your football position?
What do you think?
That's a tough one.
Well, just say which area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper. I am a keeper in other ways, though.
I reckon that you are pretty skillful. So I'm gonna say that you're up front.
What, you think I want all the glory? Got a big ego.
No, that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to.
I'm a defender.
唔得啊，重新嚟過啊！
It's not all about goals and skills I have, you know. Defence is just as important.
You don't really win games with that, though, do you?
Well, you do. If you've got a shit defence, how are you going to win the game?
Yeah, if you say so.
Do you like sports yourself?
It's not my biggest interest.
Well, let me change the question then. Do you like team sports or individual sports?
Is this gonna tell you something deeper about me?
Maybe.
Team sports? I think there's an interesting element with, like, the fans, because they're supporting where they're from. It just adds... They're more passionate, so there's, like, a tribalism to it, which is a bit fun.
When enjoyed responsibly.
Yes, nobody wants a hooligan.
Team sports also has, like, this unique layer of complexity in creating tactics for a group rather than the individual.
Mm-hmm. So the chemistry is important.
Exactly.
That was pretty smooth, wasn't it?
It's very smooth. It's not your phone. Is this reminding me to carb load for tomorrow?
What are you having pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway warning, guys. That is 3 minutes to go.
So, how did you become a pro?
I'd say my key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Were you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, right, lad? Tell me. If you want to, of course.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship, and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God. Good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How about we do an arm wrestle?
Yeah, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
Yeah, I don't want to injure you before your game.
Get your arm on the table, lad.
Okay. Ready?
Set.
Go.
We're already holding hands.
I'm just desperate.
Or I'm irresistible. Class always shines through. You want to say something? I can tell.
Yeah. I want a rematch. Right now, I know I can beat you.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Is that the best use of our time?
Yes, come on.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Christ, you are strong.
Well, I had to tell you and show you twice. You're stubborn, eh?
Yeah, well, great minds and all that.
好，點樣？
Compliment.
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next
太
day.
難呢啲個人。
Good luck in your game tomorrow.
Cheers, Ryan. See ya.
Could I get my drink? Bye, Tony.
See ya.
Hiya. I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Done. All yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
What do you think of it?
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on covers the influence of pop culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Yes. No, that does sound interesting, but, I mean, please don't ask my opinion on it, because
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Okay, so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No, quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old work-life conflict.
Which side of it do you fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No. No fence-sitting, one or the other.
Work is just a necessity. I mean, any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually want to do.
So you're a 9-to-5-er?
At the very most.
I don't think I could stay out of the library that much. Anyway, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your fourth stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys. Halfway.
So you are still studying to become a more qualified psychologist?
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
That's what you got? It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job interview questions instead. I want a happy family by then. I just want to be in a loving relationship and however many kids life blesses me with.
Okay, so say life has blessed you with one child, boy or girl.
Okay, blessed was a bit of a lame choice of words.
No, it was sweet.
Oh, sweet. That's what every guy wants to hear on a first date. Am I allowed to say neither? Yeah, I feel like I'd leave them free to decide who they want to be. And if that subscribes to a gender norm, great. And if it doesn't?
If not, that's great, too.
Bingo. Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff? I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Well, that's Nosselhoff's opinion, but I think that apprehension is our body's way of telling us that something is worth doing, despite the risks.
You know, we can actually reprogram our brains to interpret nerves as excitement. They're similar chemicals. I did that before coming tonight.
Would you do that before tests as well, that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Very helpful for tests.
It's clever, isn't it?
Brain's clever.
Not mine.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
People only care about the end of the book. I want the answers.
All right.
Right now. Come on. I'm ready.
Final words from the book. Everything is transient. Time, life, relationships, none belong to us. Only our purpose does. Around it, all else is determined.
So the right things will enter the orbit that we create around ourselves. Is that what that means?
Exactly. Every decision we make affects who's pulled into that orbit, whether we know it or not. The quote is actually really relevant to my life. I'm finally focusing on my orbit and mine alone. Thanks for listening.
No problem. And I'm glad to hear you're doing that.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I'm not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nuzzlehoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it. Have a nice evening.
You too.
Hi there. I'm Ryan. Can I sit? Thanks.
I'm Brandy. What do you do for a living?
I am a creative freelancer.
Huh. Is it tough not knowing where your next paycheck's coming from?
No. I love what I do, and I'm working towards stability.
I get that. I'm a beautician, but it doesn't earn me what I want, so I'm doing an online course in international relations, and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
Non-fungible token. Nice. Yeah, the digital art market is very cool, very new, and very volatile. So.
Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure. Can
What are you looking for?
Okay, that is a big question.
Important question.
Well, I mean, whatever I can get, really. I mean, they didn't do any background checks here, so I couldn't really pass up on that opportunity. Although, that could work both ways. You could be an axe murderer for all I know.
Obviously not.
The crypto trading beautician is a pretty suspicious cover story.
Are you making fun of me?
No. No. I am being sarcastic. I am doing it badly, mind you, but I was...
You're joking. Right. No, that is actually quite funny. Sorry, I don't really get British humour sometimes. You know, I wasn't born here.
Irish humor, but...
Right.
But you have been here for a while by the sounds of things. Do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a one-bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
That NFT was pretty valuable. Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes away. I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
I own it.
Wow. You must have worked and saved really hard.
I did, yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna keep up with you. I have to do something.
See? You're learning.
Slowly, but surely.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to foreign affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy, though.
No. I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands, meet the sloths and turtles in Costa Rica, see the Iguazu Falls between Brazil and Argentina. I don't know, for me it's more about experiences. You know, I'm not so much into the historical stuff.
Yeah, but and seeing new cultures as well. Like, it's amazing to go to new places and see the different people and all the places that you're in operate on a daily basis. So, have you been traveling alone?
I like doing things my way.
Do you never get bored? Or lonely, like having to go to dinner on your own all the time?
Well, I've got my phone or tablet for entertainment and talk to people, but if I want less screen time,
Nice.
I always keep a deck on deck. I mean, I picked this one up ages ago. I think it's got, I don't know, an extra king in there somewhere.
An extra king? That might come in handy.
Depends on the game. Okay, next question. Does body count matter?
Holy moly. I was not expecting that question.
Well, you were getting too smug. So, what do you think?
For me, it does.
Why should anyone's past have any relevance to the present?
Because sex is a big deal. I think I would find it difficult to be intimate with someone if I knew that many other people had shared that same intimacy with them.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute. So we'll be wrapping up very soon.
So,
揀錯咗
how did
添。
my questions make you feel?
There's a customer satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued.
Is it actually, though?
Only if it's good.
Well, you should know that that was the most uncomfortable date I have ever been on in my life. I try to run with it, but you come across as really aggressive.
Oh, it was great meeting the kind of person I definitely don't want to see again.
No, I wish I could say the pleasure was all mine, but I would be lying.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table. The date is awaiting.
Right, well, thanks. See ya.
Good evening. I'm Derek, evening host.
Hello, Derek. Am I in trouble?
No, but unfortunately, the lady that was sat at this table, she had to leave early. I'm sorry.
Right. So are you filling in for her? Did she pull a runner when she saw me?
No, nothing of the sort. She is a musician. Had a gig to get to.
Well, that is pretty fair. That's a good alibi.
How did the rest of them go? Find what you're looking for?
Oh, is she the last one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that because I don't really know how many more I had left in me.
Well, I'm sure you made a fantastic impression.
Yeah, no, I've met some great people, but I think it's just too early to tell.
Speed dating is just to pique curiosity rather than find love.
It's just like a little teaser, isn't it? You just kind of get to know them, and just as you're getting there...
It's like tapas, I like to say.
Well, a little bit of everything.
Love tapas, yeah. Some olives.
I do have to call you out, though, because there's some times when the date's going well, and then just then I hear you screaming out. Give me like an extra 30 seconds. I need to be able to give you a signal or something. How long have you been hosting?
I have lots of hosting experience, but specifically the speed dating stuff, just at the beginning of lockdown.
So those were digital, I presume?
Mm-hmm, correct. For me, finding love is the most formative journey of our lives, and I just wanted to help people continue that journey, despite the circumstances. Having said that, there is no real substitute for meeting someone special in person.
So from these, have you ever had any marriages develop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had a couple. Even a couple of babies named after me. Yeah. Need to put it in my bio. pregnancy facilitator,
No.
Derek.
You really don't, because that sounds like something that would be on a T-shirt on a lad's holiday.
The stag do T-shirts. You're right. Okay.
I actually think I've seen them before.
I sell like hotcakes, I reckon. So how did you hear about us?
I was duped into coming here this evening. I thought I was going out for a drink with my best mate Misha, and here I am. She's actually somewhere here. She's on a date somewhere, I don't know. But
Well, I love a strong male-female friendship. Do you prefer the company of women or men?
come again?
Oh, sorry, I'll rephrase. Who do you feel like you naturally engage with more easily?
I could shoot the shit with anyone. But no, but like with your job, you must be the same.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, no one's going to enjoy an event if they can't approach their host. So, I think it's the suit as well.
It is something. Well, I am glad you felt you could approach me too.
Oh, you made it very easy. Thank you, Ryan.
You are welcome.
有啲眼瞓添，
You are halfway, guys.
我唔會揀佢呢條線咯。
Don't tell anyone I forgot.
Your secret is safe with me. So tell me, what is the best way to approach all of this?
Aside from being yourself.
Well, let me rephrase that. Do you have any less crap advice?
No, I don't. Sorry. The thing is, there's so many different types of personalities in here. One person's poison might be another person's paradise.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Okay, I'll pose you this. Are you looking for someone more lively or laid back? Because that may decide what kind of energy you want to exude yourself. And both are brilliant, but markedly different.
I definitely want someone who is dynamic and a lively personality to just spice up my life.
Ooh. Not to dominate, though.
No, because that can just be a whole different thing. It can get toxic. Although, there's no harm in me being put in my place from time to time.
No? Crack of the whip.
I never said I was into that. I was wondering, has hosting these made you an expert? In romance?
What, like some kind of love guru? No. No.
No, come on. You must have more insight than the average guy. Okay, wait. Okay. Has it ever helped in your personal life?
Sadly, no. No, it's still very single. Why, did you have someone in mind for me?
Yeah. Misha. She would love to meet you. She's here. I can introduce you.
I'm sure Misha's fab, but I won't be interested.
It's a bit mean. What's wrong with her?
Well, she's a her.
Yeah, sorry. No, I shouldn't have assumed. That was silly of me.
You're fine.
啫，撳錯咗添。
So what other events do you host?
So a lot for the queer community. So
Mm,
we do a
well,
lot of
more
obviously
control.
speed dating. We do traffic light parties, key parties, all sorts, really. Okay, it is your final minute, guys. Final minute. Let's stop the game. Sorry, what were we?
We were talking about your queer events.
Yes. Yeah, you should come sometime.
Sorry, are you assuming that I'm still going to be single after this?
I don't know, maybe see it as a safety net.
I would love to. You know, just so long as you're hosting, of course.
Naturally. And that, ladies and gents, is the end of tonight's event. I've been Derek. Get home safe, and hope you had a good time.
Thanks, Derek. I'm actually kind of glad that the musician bailed.
Oh, she was lovely. But I'm kind of glad too. But that is totally against the rules for me to say that.
Is it also against the rules for me to ask for your socials?
No. At D-More events.
Got it.
So what about you? Tell me about your speed dating.
Well, There was Azalea. Yeah, she was something else. She brought her own kombucha. She had her own goblet that she brought.
Goblet.
Yeah, with a crow on it. It's just very different, but it was really interesting because it wasn't like any of the other dates I went on.
Was there chemistry over kombucha?
Yeah, I guess you could say there was a little bit of chemistry, yeah. I could see it going somewhere. Yeah, and an absolutely nuts thing happened. I was supposed to be meeting for this day this musician, but she bailed. And then, do you remember the host?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek is his name. So I was sitting there, and he came up and told me about a girl who had to leave. And then we sat down, we just started talking.
You and Derek!
Yeah, he's just...
love that!
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw plenty of him as well. He's a cool guy. He's very suave.
So, would there be more with Derek?
Maybe, yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah, thank you. Aha, now let me tell you about Tony. She is a football player.
Wow.
Professional.
Wow.
She was just quite laid back. Sort of person who was like, give as good as you can get, you know?
That sounds fun. Do you think there might be a future with the footballer?
We had a few like kind of clunky moments and things, and I don't think she was really feeling me.
Too busy with football.
There was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician, and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
No. I mean, I sat down and I started telling her, you know, a bit about myself and job and everything, and I could see she was almost like glazing over when I was telling her. I'm just not for her, I don't think.
Aww.
There was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
There could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like, yeah, we got on well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
So, what's the next move?
I don't really know. I kind of have a few options, so...
Mr. Popular.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? I guess I just need to think about it a little bit and see where I go from there. Yeah.
Proud of you.
Peace.
Thank you. Sorry, caught me fixing my eyeliner again.
That is okay. I actually thought that I was the early one for once. I took a look at your social media. It's really cool, especially like all of the stuff you've been making.
Thanks. I didn't notice the blitz of likes. It was pretty full on.
Have you had many orders to process this week?
Lots. Plus, a celebrity client requested a piece. I turned it down.
Why? That's a great coup, surely.
They demanded to skip the queue. I owe too much to my core clients to drop them for an impatient prima donna. Anyways, Mercury is in retrograde, so hassle was expected. Tell me about your week.
So, Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I hope you don't base every important decision off the stars.
Do you think I'm a cliche, Ryan?
How do you mean?
The type of person you can message at 11:11 and they'll think it's a sign from the universe.
No. 11:11's past my bedtime.
Then you should be getting home.
Hey, what are you doing?
If you're not going to take me seriously, I'm I'm not about this.
Well, if it meant a lot to her, you shouldn't have really joked about it.
Listen, she doesn't have a sense of humour. That's not my fault. It was a little joke. She was talking about the moon and the stars ruling everything. I just made a little joke about it was past my bedtime. It's not exactly like...
I think you have too much of a sense of humour.
Fine. Maybe I shouldn't have made a joke.
Speak to you later.
Maybe.
Bye.
All right, goodbye. Good night. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Ôi trùng quá
Ryan.
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
That is a little bit weird, isn't it?
Pardon?
You're staring at people in public.
I'm not staring or listening in on their conversations. I'm just making up stories to have a bit of fun.
No, sorry. I think I had a bad impression. And I misunderstood. You clearly don't do it like that.
What you described is weird. I'm not gawking or trying to find out their business.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking: emotional or rational.
Okay. Can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
No. Except that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company?
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
I mean, I can socialize when I need to.
As we can see.
Yes. Most of the time, I would prefer my own company. I mean, I guess you could call me a loner?
No, not at all. I definitely appreciate an introverted energy.
What's the next question?
This is a good one. Does seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
I definitely cry with people. A really good friend of mine had a kid a couple of years ago. And his name is Harry. And I was invited to his nursery school's sports day. And they had a race at one stage. So they had all the kids were involved. So some kids could only crawl, some could walk, and then some were in between. So they gave them like a stroller.
That is so sweet and very inclusive.
Very inclusive, yes. My friend's little son, Harry, was on the stroller. So he kind of was at that stage where he could like stand up and like, you know, like little drunk fella and kind of like have to hold on to things. So the race starts and one of the walking kids just tears off straight past him. So Harry kind of fell over. Yes, and so when he was getting back up, he couldn't get the stroller back up. So he just started walking for the first time.
No way.
No, he did. And my friend went to the finish line and was waiting for him and was calling, was like, Harry, come on, Harry.
God, did he catch up to the walker?
No. No. He made it there in the end, and then my friend started crying when he got to the end, which kind of, it set me off.
That's a lovely story.
Yeah, no, it really was a great day.
Excuse me, just popping to the loo.
Get 查看啦。
Hello.
Hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. Wait, so what's next?
Here's a big one. Are you a planner or a spur-of-the-moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Yes, articulate, yes. No, I think life is just about going with the flow, catching a vibe and going with it.
I need evidence. I am very much not a spontaneous person, but I have a little challenge for you.
Depends on what it is. What are you thinking?
Luckily, my planner brain had an idea. So, believe it or not, I take swing dancing classes, and I would like to show you some moves.
In the middle of the bar.
Why not? Stop making me self-conscious. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Oh, I am ready. I was born ready. Play me some music. Oh, okay, I like it.
Okay, it's very easy. Simple steps.
Yes.
Start with your right foot.
This foot.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Step back.
Right, yep.
And then step onto your left.
Left.
Step onto your right. Kick with your left. Step onto your left.
You throw that in?
I mean, if you want.
I don't know. I don't want to do with the moves, though.
Oh, okay. You're feeling.
Okay, no, fine. Let's do it quick. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah?
5, 6, 5, 6,
我
7,
覺得個
8.
男主角怪怪地啊。
And then we do a little spin.
Yes.
And we go in, and I'm feeling, oh, yes.
Something like
that. And then you come with the music, and you can kind of spin. Yeah?
Yeah.
That works.
We each offer a different flavor.
And then when you want to do, you do that.
Maybe we could just learn from each other and our.
I could do that at your swing parties, though.
Well, thank you for broadening my dance horizons.
You are welcome. That was sweaty work.
Yeah, it was. Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh. I guess I'll let him off that one then. I think getting impatient is pointless. Like, what do you actually gain from getting upset at someone else's shortcomings? It doesn't change anything.
Very little. You just overburden yourself with angst.
Or, I mean, you just end up discouraging others.
Patience is a virtue.
So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you are a rational thinker. You are logic-focused and pragmatic. You prefer to analyze concrete details in a situation.
Huh?
Is that good for dating?
Some people date successfully by taking a set of boxes.
Okay, but you also need an emotional connection too.
Yeah, like anything, you need an emotional connection to balance out the rationality.
So yours was particularly about like the pop culture influence on behavioral
Modeling and attraction dynamics. And I think that that's something that's really relevant right now, especially with like all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying, isn't it?
Far off it.
Yeah.
So who's gonna get the third date?
No commentary, please.
He's scrolling.
Scrolling back. Oh, okay.
Push the button. Don't make me do it. The button. Ready?
No, wait.
Go!
Hello, Kathleen. It is Ryan here speaking. How are you doing? I'm fine. I was wondering if you were free at all this week, and if you wanted to maybe meet up and maybe get dinner, take a break from the library. Yeah? Okay, yes, that sounds great. I will get back in touch and I'll send you on some details or something. Okay, bye. Ah!
Amazing.
That's a relief.
How amazing.
God.
You did sound like you were selling a mortgage.
She said yes,
I'll
though.
send you on some details.
I didn't know what to say. What do you say?
Evening.
Yeah. Good evening yourself.
Lovely little spot you found here, right at the bar.
Yes, this is where all the action is. Oh, would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
Nibbles?
Oh, always.
What would you like?
White wine, please.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ooh, chili on tortilla chips. Oh, the Brits do some interesting things, don't they?
Don't get me started.
Is this romantic or is this silly?
I don't know. Here, have a tortilla chip. There you go. Cheers.
Cheers. This is my first proper dinner date since my last relationship.
Was it a regular thing?
Not when it wasn't cooked by me. He wanted me to do all the domestic duties.
And you didn't want to be a housewife.
No. Playing devil's advocate, though, I was a student and he was earning all of the household income.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there was a compromise you could have found.
We never did. He wanted me to quit my studies, and the rest is history.
So you did you, and you stuck to what he wanted to do. I respect that. That takes guts.
Is there an income setup that you would prefer?
Well, living in London is pretty hard on either these days.
I know. What even is a living wage in this city?
I would say a dual income, probably. I mean, it's not really like back in the day where one person's income would be enough to sustain an entire household. I think that financial security is really important in a long-term relationship.
More than emotions?
Yeah, but emotions thrive in a stable environment.
That's really hard for me to hear. It'll be 2 or 3 more years before I earn a proper income.
Look, it's way too early to be even having these conversations anyway.
I know, but still good to know.
Kathleen, look, I know that you are going through a divorce. I just wanted to check that you are okay and that all of this is okay with you.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't okay, Ryan. How do you know that?
About the divorce?
No, about the weather. Obviously about my divorce.
I looked you up online.
There's nothing public about it. I'm not a celebrity.
I can't remember exactly how I found out.
I saw you snooping through my phone the other night. I thought maybe you would own up to it, but lying? That's the real kicker.
Kathleen, I did not mean anything malicious by it.
No. I'm sorry, Ryan, but I am too old to tolerate this behavior.
Just because it hasn't worked out this time, it doesn't mean you're going to be single forever.
It might, though.
I mean, yeah, it might, but the possibility of that are slim. I mean, look, everybody ends up in a relationship eventually. There will be someone out there for you.
Misha?
Yeah?
Thank you for making me laugh.
I'm always here to make you laugh and to take you to weird events that make you really uncomfortable.
I don't appreciate you for that, but I appreciate you for making me feel a bit better.
At least you met new people.
At least I met new people, yes.
Exactly. I promise you we'll find someone for you. And me. But mainly you.
Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Love you.
I'm gonna go run a bath.
Have a bath. Go to sleep. It'll all be better in the morning.
Fingers crossed. Love you too. Okay, sleep well.
Okay.
Night.
Bye.
下次再玩啦，拜拜。